All right, so here we're going to start with some pen tips, and these are going to be really easy because the Apple Pen is pretty intuitive, but we're just going to pop in real quick and remind you of a few things. This is the upper left-hand corner. The camera's back here behind the upper left-hand corner, and to the right are the up and down on the volume. And so this right side of the tablet has a wireless charging magnet that you can see that flat edge there. And that flat edge doesn't really matter which way. I want you to keep watching up here in the top. Snaps in place, and then you see up here where it says Apple Pen 100%. Okay. So when this pen is resting on the right side of the tablet, it will be charging. So that's a place that you can put it when not in use. So whether you have a case, there's typically a spot in the case for it to go into that will allow it to rest against the charging port. We're just going to jump in real quick into settings. And in the settings, you'll see here there's a spot. There is a spot here for Apple Pen. And in the Apple Pen, you can make some adjustments. And probably the biggest one that I'll just go ahead and show you here at the top is the double tap. And if you look here at this little bouncing ball, it's like this, doop, doop, 2 taps. And you can set what you want that to be. In this case, it's set to switch between current tool and eraser. So if I'm in the draw feature, editing a photo, then I can switch between the draw tool and the eraser so I can erase something that I've drawn. Okay, so you can make some changes to that. You can also go in and look at the scribble and read this, kind of like a little tutorial, and then try the handwrite. Now, once you start writing in the square, you can write outside the square. Right now, I can't write here, but if I start, and that was great, if I start in the square, then I can move outside of the square and continue to write. All right, so let's pop over here to this work order screen here, and we're going to go through maybe how this is used in the this pen is used in the work order screen. All right, so I'm going to open up my Corrigo tab. I don't use the app. I prefer to use the web version. I'm not so concerned about where my hand placement is. It's okay to set it to rest it on here if you have to. Work order and list, and I'm going to add a work order. And then I think I'll come in here. Let's try. And this is finicky sometimes, even when it's not. So we can scratch Tulsa out, and we can just use this to scroll. And I'm way down here at the bottom. And Tulsa. All right, Independence, and I'm hovering over the top here so you can see I'm not even touching the tablet. I'm just hovering over till I find the one I want. And then boom, I'm going to go ahead and assign that. I'm going to hit next. And this one is plumbing. So I have plumbing and I have interior plumbing. Okay, so a lot of times I get lucky and I come over here. Now in this particular one here, let's scratch this out. If you tap it once, because this has a lot more to do with, this has a lot more to do with Corrigo than it does your pencil, but I typically tap that with my finger. And we're just going to put drains. Okay, so we can notice here that this is wrong. So we can replace font and drain. So we have replace font drain, and then we're going to hit next. All right, so now if we're going to go in and switch that, whoops, into Service Pros and all specialties. Scratch that out. Service Pros. So it's scratching out stuff that's not even there. So y'all see that? Instead of me having to fool with that. And then I'm going to pick up all specialties and hit Heartland and search. And this is the one I want here. All right, so I'm not going to go anything past this because there's some things I want to do to this work order, but I wanted to give you a real example of how to use the pencil in order to do that. All right, now I'm going to take the pencil and just jump on photos, and I'm going to pick up a picture that would go into my Corrigo work order, and up here hit edit and then click on the markup tool. So you may choose to go in there and grab a highlighter and highlight this, grab a pencil and click remove. If you think you made a mistake, here's where that double tap comes in handy, and then it turns into eraser. Come back, pick up this tool there, put it back in place if that's what I decided to do. You can come down here and hit plus. You may choose to do text instead. Whoop, there it is. And I just tap on that with my finger and, oops, sorry about that. Okay, so you might just choose to put text in there, however you choose to do that. And then you can click done. And now you've got a picture that has been remodeled. Now let me show you one thing I should have showed you from before. Let's say this is the image that you want to mark up. If you come up here and click duplicate. So now that you have it made somewhere else, you can scratch up on this one all you want with an edit and a marker. Not dark enough. Okay. So this way the original image doesn't have the markups on it. And again, you hit done, and then it's going to be saved into your photo roll, and then you can upload that into Corrigo.